All right. What is good? What is good, gang? Unfortunately, Yankees lost a winnable game today. The first game against Tampa, 5-4. But do a quick box score. There were some signs of life, so I'll take that. Obviously, not happy about the Yankees losing, but it is what it is. The Rays are 27 and 6 now. Yankees are 17 and 16. You know, Brito, 4 innings pitched, six hits, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He's not doing much better than Clark Schmidt, so just keep that in perspective. That's just my 2 cents there. But Albert Abreu, clean inning a third. Ian Hamilton, two thirds clean. Jimmy Cordero, one third, 1 hit, 1 run, and that was the inning that Bowers couldn't get that ball. Michael King, a clean inning and 2/3. Volpe was 2 for 5. Rizzo 1 for 5. Gleyber Torres 1 for 4. DJ LeMahieu 2 for 2. Willie Calhoun 0 for 2. Higashioka, the pinch hit, got a hit. Harrison Bader was 1 for 4 with a key home run, tying game home run. Jake Bowers 0 for 3. IKF was just a pinch hit. Jose Trevino was 0 for 3, and Oswaldo Cabrera 0 for 4. Might need to consider sending Oswaldo Cabrera down to work on some things. I'd rather send him down right now than Oswald Peraza. I think Peraza, you play him consistently. Once he comes back, I think will display a better bat. So Rosarena put them up 1-0 on a home run in the first. And then Jose Siri put him up 2-0 on a sac fly. In the bottom of the third, Andy Diaz home run. Howard Ramirez into RBI fielder's choice, put him up 4-0. And Torres with an RBI double in the sixth. And Harrison Bader with a 3-run shot to tie it at 4-4. And then Juan DeFranco with that double, Bowers couldn't get, made it 5-4. That was the go-ahead run. And that was the game. So shout out to everybody in the chat. What's good, everybody? Make sure you hit them like buttons if you don't mind, gang. Billy Branch is in the house. Jonathan's here. Sean Browning. My consigliere Joel's in the house. Yes, indeed. Aiden DeVilla's in the house. What's up? What is good? Who else we have here? Who else we have? Yeah, indeed. Who's that? AJG. Excuse me. This happens when Cashin sits on his hands and address left field. Well, who is he going to get? My question, AJG. Who is he going to get in left field? That's my curious question. Fort Train Michael Maz is in the house, in the building, in the facility. AJG, who do you think he could have gotten or should have gotten? Brito, yeah, we don't know when Rodon's coming back. We got good news on Severino, not so good news on Rodon. So when Severino comes back, I would be curious. I'd be pretty confident that Brito's probably going to get sent down and Schmidt transferred to the bullpen, I think. Texas Buckeyes in the building. What's good, my friend? Mike Pellegrino, Jonathan Blake, Jimmy Mathers, Michelle Morales. How are you? Dominique, Terry Daniels. I like the signs of life today from Bader, so I'll give him that. So Tampa Bay's a good team. They are a good team, well run, well developed. So they're good in a lot of areas. Got a lot of smart people running that place. David Steinman, Word Lifers in the house. Dev, T. Drake in the facility. Jay Schmeezy, what's good? Brett Lorenzo, Alex T. Steve Legend, the legend is here. Yeah. Bowers probably should have caught that ball. Didn't really run a great route, that's for sure. So, but he's also, he's not that the experience that they're running stuff like that. So, but it is what it is. So, hopefully they learn from it. I'm glad that Bader's bat's starting to heat up. We need Oswaldo. Oswaldo Cabrera's bat to wake up. Gary Wanamaker, Colin Athar, Jonathan Blake. We got a lot of folks in here. All right, gang. D-Rod is in the house. So, AJG, who should they have gotten for left field? Yeah, 10 games out. They're in a crappy situation right now. All right, we got 29 likes. Let's see if we can get over 50 likes really quickly. Joel, my consigliere, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that always, man. Always appreciate that. I didn't hear about the fan that fell in the Red Sox bullpen. Oh my goodness, that happened today. Jeez, is he or she hurt? Joel, thank you again, my man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you having you on the yeah. Appreciate having you on the live stream last night. We had a great. Those that joined, thank you so much. Your insight, your feedback was most welcome. So yeah, I mean Barris. I mean Barris needs to hopefully make up with it tomorrow with his bat. So I hope so. But it's good to see him not he's seriously hurt and Bader's not seriously hurt. So that Bader 3-run shot really encouraged me. So something to look forward to. I hope. Texas Buckeye, thank you so much. I appreciate that too. But yeah, I mean, Terry, we need everybody to hit the ball. I mean, we have a lot of key guys not hitting, and that's unfortunate. Torres isn't doing much. Rizzo's not doing much. He's slowed down. Oswaldo's not doing anything. So we have way too many light bats. Way too many light bats here. So we got to get some guys back. We got to get some guys back. PJ Shoes in the house. Boys start. What it do, man? What it do, baby? Yeah. How bad is so? Rodon was diagnosed with a chronic condition in his back today. They're going to give him a cortisone shot in the next couple of days. That should kind of ease the path, but it sounds like it lengthened his recovery time. So because he's not throwing yet right now, sounds like it might be late June, early July instead of early to mid June. So that's what we have right now. But Luis Severino starting an official rehab, so he's going to pitch a double A and a triple A game, and then it sounds like he'll be back in the majors in short time. So you know that's what we know right now. That's what we know right now. Trevor Bauer, he signed in Japan, unfortunately. No, there wasn't a major league team that wanted him, Alex T. But he's already being criticized by his Japanese teammates. So that's not a good sign, honestly. So do I believe what Cashman said in his interview? Well, I believe when he said it was April, May. So it's really too early to look to make significant moves because you don't know what the market's going to be that way, what it's going to look like until July. So, and I wouldn't rule him out just yet either. So, Trevor Bauer signed in Japan, Alex. He already signed the contract. He's playing there. So, as much as I know a lot of people would want him here, but I'm not surprised nobody even made an offer. Really not surprised. But he's got talent, man. I think if he plays big in Japan this year, it'll strengthen his position to come back to the majors. I do. Josh Johnson, no official word other than I'm thinking the more quiet it is, the better off the Yankees are going to be right now. So, and that's my guess. He's in minors and he had a setback. He's gonna need a couple extra weeks. So again, I'm playing. Well, Oswald Peraza has a sprained ankle, but the swelling is gone, so that's good. I'm playing Peraza. I wouldn't hesitate to call up somebody like Chaparro. So they got to give some of these guys a chance while these guys are out. So that's what we know right now on them. So I mean, a trade for Zach Gallen would cost a boatload of Merrill Kelly. It sounds nice, Lorenzo. So it would cost a lot, though. It would. Dominguez, Steve, not now. He's hitting 150 in Double A. He can't even hit Double A right now, and he's gonna have to prove himself in Triple A before he comes up. So I don't think he's anywhere near the majors. He's got outfielders in the farm system here that are ahead of him, in my opinion. So I wouldn't bring him up just yet, Steve. But that's just my opinion. You never know. You never know. So come July, the Yankees. If they keep playing this way, Alex, probably. Hopefully not. Yeah, I mean DJ's getting warm, Bader's getting warm, Calhoun's getting warm too. So we'll take whatever we can get, but we need the other bats to move it up too. We really need more bats against teams like this, especially who are just good at shutting teams down and scoring timely runs like the Guardians and some of these other teams. So, all right, 41 likes. Can we get like 55 or 60 likes in the next couple of minutes? Anybody hasn't hit that like button, let's hit that like button if you don't mind. It's greatly appreciated. So it's always helpful to the channel and the algorithm. So, and that's kind of how things work well in YouTube. So I thank you for those. I think Jones will get the call before Dominguez. I do too. He's ahead of Dominguez. And Elijah Dunham, I could see him getting the call ahead of Dominguez too. Dominguez has a lot of developing. And my fear is that they bring him up too early, then it's going to backfire. And then, he might even make it worse for him. So I don't think he's ready yet. I think a lot of people wish they would trade for Ohtani, but they didn't. They offered him Volpe, Dominguez, and Peraza last year and more, and the Angels turned it down. Now he won't cost that much now because he only has a year left. But I think the Angels are going to wind up riding with him and see if they can make it work. Re-signing him, I think, but I don't think it's going to work. But we'll see. So, yeah, Baltimore's red hot. Texas news on Judge. He's scheduled to come off the IL on Monday. He took batting practice today and fielded some stuff today. So, but his hip still hurts when he's doing some turning, some lateral movement. So, my guess is if he does get activated on Monday, he's probably going to play some DH games. That'd be my guess in the beginning, and then probably have to ease him into the outfield. I could be wrong on that, but he's eligible to come off the IL right now, and I haven't heard anything that they're going to be pushing it back. So he wasn't happy that they put him on it to begin with, but again, they had to. They had to. So that's what I got right now. Texas on Aaron Judge. Um, Aaron Polanski, kid crushing. I don't know. He's one of these unheralded prospects, right? We're on life for so. I hope the Yankees keep getting more of these guys, and keep developing and up towards the system. So, because they need to do a better job at developing players upward, especially pitchers. We need more pitching depth. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Dominguez is not ready. He's not even close to being ready before it start. So, yeah, I did say that. I did hear that he and trading an infield. I mean, there's two infielders that I think would be easier to trade, IKF and Torres. So he would get more value from Torres, obviously. And if I'm them, and the trade deadline, I think the trade deadline, and I'm going to do a video on this, like early trade deadline targets, but I think the focus is going to be probably left field if they can, and pitching, whether a starting pitcher or a reliever. And Torres can net probably a decent pitcher. So that's my guess. So there's a couple of teams that might be good targets for the Yankees. And again, I'm going to go over this in my video too. So I think you'll find it interesting. But he did hint. You're right. You're absolutely right, Brett. He did hint that trading and we've talked about this, trading from depth to address a position of weakness. And Torres, if they move him, he already has a credible backup in Oswald Peraza. Okay, you can even move Volpe to second, put Peraza at short. Like you have both, so he has credible backups, unlike a lot of the other positions on the Yankees. So, and which is a good thing. So, and at this time, and Torres is very streaky too. Super hot, super cold, super hot, super cold. So, if you can get enough value, then it would be good. It would be good. So, and I think they'll be able to get decent value out of him. Marcel, yeah, I mean, disappointed by the loss, but I like to fight some of these guys. Harrison Bader, I think he's an important back to come back. So, but we need more. We need more. So that's the news on Judge Pellegrino. So, how much can we do in a short term? I mean, just minimal trades, D-Rod. I think that the market's not going to present itself until July, until closer to the trade deadline. Once we'll have an idea of what other teams need, what they're willing to offer, and what the Yankees and blah blah blah. So, it always presents itself in July. So, and so we just got to be patient. Unfortunately, we need more guys back. We need to get healthy too. And I agree with Cashman there too. So, but again, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything flashy or virally type video words from Cashman. You're just going to get cryptic stuff, and he doesn't show his cards ever to anybody. So, and I wouldn't expect it. So, but it is what it is. So, all right, 82 folks. Let's try to get to 75 likes if we can. Michelle, I agree. Oswaldo, I think, needs to go down and needs to work on some things. Yep. How Jones ahead of Dominguez? Well, Jones, 3 years of Vanderbilt, one of the most prestigious colleges in baseball. He's automatically ahead of Dominguez in that regard with 3 years of Vanderbilt. And he crushed the ball at Vanderbilt. So, and he just started at low. He's already moved up 2 levels. But I think he is developmentally ahead of Dominguez. So, but you never know. They could call up Dominguez. I don't see the point calling up Dominguez just because he's a high prospect. I don't think it's a good idea so many people dub this kid the next Mike Trout, the next Mickey Mantle. I think that's a lot of pressure, and I think it's a huge mistake to do that. And you're creating these unfair expectations in the kid. But again, that's how I think he's ahead of. I mean, the amount of games is one thing, but like he's rocketing up the system too, Jones. So I would keep an eye on it, Roy. I would keep an eye on it. So, well, that's the thing too, Michael. Yeah, they play with heart now. We don't have enough guns yet. We got to get more guns. Yeah. I don't think he'll get called up until he's. I don't think you trade Dominguez unless you get a pretty big return. You got to get like a legit player back. Just like Torres, you got to get a legit contributor back. You don't just trade him to clear a roster spot. That'd be foolish. And I think Cashman knows that. So, well, that's yeah. I mean, I would do that same thing. Send down Oswaldo. Exactly, Joe. Exactly, and bring up Elijah Dunham. Yeah, and maybe it'll push Oswaldo Cabrera too to get to get better at certain things. So yeah, I heard Luis Garcia, Tommy John, the Astros, they lost a pitcher. I mean, the Angels lost a pitcher. Like Robbie Ray from the Mariners lost a pitcher. A lot of guys are going down with Tommy John right now. So it's crazy. Tampa with two, yeah, yeah. I mean, Tampa got away with it. I mean, they dodged a bullet today. But again, it shows that they're beatable. So I mean, we need to see the Yankees beat them. Maybe tomorrow would be nice. So and tomorrow they got was that Burrito today. So they have Nestor Cortez on the mound tomorrow. So yeah, we do need Judge back. We need more than Judge before trade, but yeah, we need Judge. So, well, I'm with you there, 200%, Amroy. You don't move Judge back, or I mean not Judge. You don't move Torres or Dominguez unless you get something good in return. You know, like I moved Torres and Dominguez for Corbin Burns, but I don't think they're gonna. I think that watch out for the Brewers. I think they're gonna try to bring in a pitcher in the trade deadline. I do, but we'll see. We'll see. They'll get a haul for Corbin Burns. Yeah, I think it's Nestor Cortez tomorrow, Michelle. Yeah, the Rays know exactly how to play in their stadium. They really, really do. Textbook got this thing down to a science. So, could the Cashman address how many bagels? No, he didn't, Michael. What? No, unfortunately. We need Judge healthy. Texas, yeah, we need a lot of guys healthy. We need Severino healthy. We need Rodon healthy. We need Tommy Canley back. We need a lot of our weapons. Trading from depth hasn't worked since 2009 recently. It's always had what you've done for me lately. Well, this is true, but like this is why I would have traded Torres a month ago when he was hot, when he was batting 400. That would have been the right time to trade him. People thought I was nuts, but I knew this was going to happen. Because he's streaky. This happens every single year with Torres. So you got to take advantage of when the value's high. But I think if he rebounds, I think he'll be a valuable chip at the trade deadline. I do. And again, they have multiple depth pieces to cover in his spot for Void Star. That's why I think he's probably a legit trading option for the trade deadline. All right, 56 likes. Let's try to get this. Let's try to get over 60. How many of our prospects are going to have to go for rental? I don't know. I don't think many. I don't think many, Void, to be honest with you. Stanton, sometime in June. Jonathan, sometime in June. As far as we know right now. I think some bad blood's brewing. I could see it. Yeah, they hit a Rosarena, and yeah, I mean, I could see it. They got some beef already with each other. It happened a couple years ago when the Rays threw at some Yankee players, and then CC Sabathia hit one of them, and then the Rays hit like. There's already some blood there, so you know what I mean. Colorado for the take kicks. That was kind of that was kind of a rumor that was never proven. So, um, yeah, we never got confirmation of that. I don't know why you would say now, but we would need we need some more confirmation of that one. That's an interesting one, obviously. Big Manny's in the house. Manny Rondon, what's good? Is in the building, baby. Offer Otani 6 years, 350 in free agency. Man, that's almost 60 million a year. Holy Christ, that's a lot. It's good money. Yeah, Dominguez has Bonds walk numbers, but he doesn't have Bonds hit numbers. Not even close. But yeah, he's walking like crazy. He's walking like 20 something walks. He's got about almost a dozen stolen bases too. That's pretty much the only way he's getting on base right now, Ward Life, is by walking. But he's got speed. He's got speed on the base path, so I got to give him that. And he's got a pretty good eye. He just needs more development. So he's only 20, so I think we got to be patient with him. Play Aaron Hicks better player. Huh? I mean, if they move down, if they send down Oswaldo, I would bring up somebody like Elijah Dunham. So if the Yankees lose these 3 games, Boone out. I doubt it, Alex, but you never know. I don't think they're gonna move Boone. They call the Volpe for opening day. Who knows? They can. Yeah, I mean, Volpe was ready to go too. Void like Volpe forced his way into AAA from Double A, and then he forced his way into the majors from AAA. So, this is something that these guys need to do, and Dominguez is not doing that. Like Jake Bowers, he had to. He was killing the ball. So some of these guys like Andres Chaparro is like kind of they should consider bringing this guy up too because he's kind of forcing his way too. He's just destroying the ball. So I would consider Chaparro too. You know, a right-handed bat. They need a righty and lefty contact hitter. So if I'm going for left fielder, it's probably lefty. But we got to see who's going to be available. There's some trade targets that might be available, but once we get close, we'll have a better idea. So parking spaces, huh? You think so, TJ? Parking them way. You think they're parking them in like the fan garages? We got to walk like a half a mile to the stadium. That's a good one, TJ. Much as lifelong friend, you don't change horses in midstream when you have a. Well, depends on what you mean by horses, Void. But they'll have to make some roster moves. The roster customizes, it gets changes. It evolves every year. That's why they have a trade deadline too, because of that, and that for that purpose. So, but you're not wrong, Void. What roster move did I make to get Elijah Dunham? You send down Oswaldo Cabrera, Jonathan. That's what I would do. You send down Oswaldo Cabrera. He's playing terrible. Cashman's got a ton of pressure, Steve Legend. Yes, he does. A ton. Herman, you can't send Herman down, Joel. Is that you saying Herman? I mean, I wouldn't send. I would send down Oswaldo right now for Elijah Dunham. Cortez. Oh, that's right, Nestor Cortez. They're skipping him a start. That's right. You might be right. It might be Herman tomorrow, Joel. You might be right there. They are skipping Cortez because he had strep throat. That's right. Good catch. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. I remember. Thank you for reminding me. Herman tomorrow. Okay. Nestor got pushed back to Monday. All right, that's fair. Nestor's pitching in the A series. That's right. That's right. That is right. See, that's why I have you guys and gals. You guys know you're on top of this stuff. You know what's going on. Torres in left field. It's worth a try. I worry about that, but he does have a pretty good arm. 62 likes. Maybe we can get to 75 likes. Kobe, thank you, man. Yeah, last night's stream was awesome. People got to speak their minds, vent their frustrations. We'll do it again. We'll do it again in a couple of weeks. I'll have that stream again. So exactly, TJ. It's not all Fire Boone and Fire Cashman. And that's been so much that we got to hold players accountable too. It's their job, right, TJ? So any news on Kane? You talking about Canely, Michael? If you're talking about Canely, he's bound to come back in the next week or two. Well, from what we're hearing. So yeah, I'm curious, Michael. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. If you talk about the Colorado thing for Hicks, I'm curious. I am curious. Yeah, Masoto's another one. He's going to cost a boatload, but he's if he makes it to free agency, the Yankees will probably be in on him. He's only got a year left. He'll be 25 when he makes it to free agency. So that's youth right there. I mean, Otani's going to be 28 or 29 when he gets to free agency. So that makes a difference. But I don't think they'll trade for him. I would agree. I think the Padres are going to try their best to extend him, try to win a World Series with him and Hader. Hader's a free agent at the end of this year, so he's available. Yeah, Brito needs to get better, Ali. I mean, Brito needs to get better. A couple of these guys need to get better. So, Double A pitchers aren't too keen on pitching to Dominguez. Yeah. Some of them, you're right about that, but some of them right now are just eating them alive, which is unfortunate. But it's part of the development process too. He's a switch hitter. He's 20. He'll get it. He'll get it. He'll get it. What's up, D's channel? Hope you're doing well too, man. If fixes on the team, Cabrera can stay. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Rays got cold. Not this year so far. So, but We'll see how Cole does. Well, is he pitching Sunday, Cole? Is he pitching Sunday? David Meany from Australia. What's good, my friend? Good day. Trading play is an easy one, but any player coming as immediate pressure to yeah, well, yeah, especially when you come, yes, sir. If you come to New York, there's yes, and it's not all of them deliver the way that the Yankees and the Yankee fans want. So it is tough pressure. It's a different environment here than it is anywhere else. So you're absolutely right. Yeah, Bowers hit the ball hard. I'm fine with him. I think he'll, make some adjustments with his defense. And again, when you hit the ball that hard, it's hard to. You have a very short period of time to react. So if you turn one way and then you got to turn the other, it's not as easy as people think. It's a tough one when a ball gets hit that hard from like by a guy like Juan DeFranco. So, but Cabrera, he's the only guy I would call down for a little bit. If they sign Otani, the evaluation will jump to probably Colin Eckler. We got a huge Japanese market here, so I mean he'll be huge for business, but we'll see. Well, this is the thing, Farhan. Yeah, I said this to him. There are signs of encouragement here. They only got beat by one run by the best team in baseball. So, um, you know, Rob, you think selling at the trade? Who do you think they're going to sell, Rob? Is the question. That's my question to you. Who do you think they're going to sell? Herman starting tomorrow, Joel, or Cole starting tomorrow? It's been a while since they've had lineups this bad, Alex T. You're right about that. 66 likes, 67 likes. So maybe we can get to 80 likes, gang. Or we got 92 people in here. If anybody hasn't hit that like yet, please smash that like button, gang. Let's get our likes up. Always try to get 100. Always. Yeah, Michael. I mean, it is too late to fire him. He does what Cashman needs. Cashman does what Hal needs. So it's again, it's at the end of the day, it's what Hal wants, and he doesn't run his team. He doesn't run his organization like his dad did. That's unfortunate, but it's true. Alex, antibiotics are one after 24 hours. No. Yeah, after 24 hours, if you had strep throat, you're no longer contagious. That's just true. My daughters have had it multiple times this year. When you're in kindergarten, yeah, it just runs rampant. Hmm. Yeah, man. We do have a better team, Shamir. They're just not. A lot of them are hurt, Shamir. Too many guys are hurt, honestly. Yeah, I agree, Terry. We win the next two games and win the series. That would be, it would be good. I'll take the series, and I hope they got to win that series versus Oakland too. You know, got to put Hicks in the Barbie. Yeah, D-Rod. Yankees only play 13 games all season, no more than 19 games. Keep that in mind. This is true too, Alex. Yep. Yes, indeed. I would agree, Shamir. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to show some upper management enthusiasm. It would. At least Cashman's getting out there talking to taking the heat, and he doesn't always say what people want, but at least he's willing to take the heat. Hal's not. Hal never shows his face and answer questions, and it would be nice if he did, because we would like to feel that this guy cares. His dad, we always knew that George cared. He hated losing, loved winning, and you knew that every time you talked to him. You didn't always make the great moves, but you knew he was in it to win. So I don't feel that way with Hal, which is unfortunate. So um, I agree, Peanut. I also have faith, and I do think they have a shot. If we're healthy, they got a shot at making the playoffs. They do. But again, we need them to get healthy sooner than later, right? So Ali, me too, man. Cole's my guy. I love him. Please no Hex. Yeah. Sean, 100%. Okay, so Cole's pitching Sunday. Okay. So Herman's pitching tomorrow. Got it. Okay. That's more like that. Makes more sense. I think they'll make the playoffs because it's May, Seth. Remember last year, so many people were telling us, if we don't sign Correa and Freeman, we're going to be a fourth place team, fifth place team. So many channels who kept peddling that garbage. We didn't get either one of them. We won the division. So nothing is guaranteed in April or May. Nothing. So we look at the Baltimore Orioles last year. They sucked. And then all of a sudden they came out of nowhere. So it can happen to anybody. And again, I'd rather the Yankees suck right now than September. So, but that's just my opinion. Does it suck right now, Washington? Yeah, it does. But I think they have enough to get their way back. I do. So, and again, I mean, I ride or die with my team. So it's the way, you know. Yeah, well, this is true too, Michael. Yeah, I mean, if I'm them, I'm drafting a lot of pitchers in this draft and this new one, a lot of collegiate pitchers, so that we can bulk up the Double A and Triple A farm. I think that's something they need to do because they don't have enough pitching depth in the upper levels of the system. They just don't. That's one of the things I would do. You know, yeah. Hicks wouldn't start for a Colorado women's softball. That's a good one, dude. Well, this is true too, Sean. What were the Yankees behind? 14 games, 15 games, Sean, and then they came back on the Boston. Yep, Bucky Dunn home run. Yes, sir. The Montez, well, yeah, but it's also haunting the A's too because the guys that they traded over there aren't really doing anything either. So it's like a net loss for both of them. Anthony, man, you got to step up your game, Monopoly, bro. Don't let them get like the greens and give them Baltic and Mediterranean, that type of stuff. You know, even though you can crush people on those too. Yeah, Rizzo doesn't like regular. Yeah, he needs to be surrounded by. I mean, we need him. We need Judge in there. We need freaking Stanton in there. We need these guys in there. Shamir, don't be. It's okay to be frustrated, man. It's okay to be frustrated, dude. That's. I mean, it comes with the territory. And again, your frustration right now, just like everybody else, is completely justified, in my opinion. You're absolutely right to feel that way. So, don't apologize for loving your team, man. So you could show. We could see that you care, man, and that's a good thing. They were 14 and a half games out, and the Yankees came back and won everything in 78. It happens. It does happen. So, Olson. Yeah, I mean, he would have had to trade it for him. That was a big trade for the Braves. That was a huge trade. They gave a lot for Matt Olson, but and they extended him immediately. I would have loved Olson too. I was really pushing for him too. So, but I hope Rodon doesn't turn into Montez. That would suck. Oh, yeah. DFA, yeah, Madison Bumgarner was also released by Arizona. He's a complete free agent right now, Rob. So, yeah, I mean, DFAing Hicks. I mean, it would be nice if Hal just came up and said, you know what, we're going to move on from Hicks and Donaldson, and we're going to eat the money. And just like, we'd be like, what? What? But I think so many fans would be happy. I mean, I think they would. So, dude, yeah, I mean, the only guy, in my opinion, I would have loved over Rizzo was Matt Olson, but Rizzo's been one of the more guys that are carrying this offense. So, got to give it to him. And he's still a great defender too. And he's a hell of a teammate, good leader too. But like, you know, yeah. So yeah, no Bumgarner here. I'm with you there. I'm agree with you guys 100%. Michael K. I mean, Michael K. knows what he's doing. He's good and blah blah blah. Sometimes he flip flops a little bit, but you know, he's a franchise now in the Yankees. So I he's okay. I don't love him. I don't hate him. I'm like right in the middle, Lorenzo. Okay, you know. Rizzo is clutch. The Yankees, they seem to be in trouble, JJ. It's really hard to disagree with that. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far yet, Hulk, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, the Yankees like yeah, Ellsbury's contract was paid for by insurance the last 3 or 4 seasons, so you know, which sucks. I mean, it doesn't come out of the Yankees' pockets, but it still accounts towards their payroll. That's how the insurance thing works. William M, I appreciate the kind words, bro. Appreciate that. Salute back to you, man. Salute back to you, brother. And thank you for serving too, bro. Thank you for serving. They don't, I don't disagree 100. I don't disagree at all. We need 20 likes to get to 100. Can we get 200 likes? Yeah, this team doesn't scare anybody. I'm with you there. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before we wrap this up. We'll wrap it up in a couple minutes. Again, you know, yeah, I mean, sometimes he says that too. Yeah, swept by the Tigers in the city were embarrassing. I mean, the Mets just got swept by the Tigers. The Mets are playing terrible. St. Louis Cardinals are playing terrible. They were one of the playoff favorites early in the season. they're dead last too. So it just happens, you know. Yankees average 40K. Yeah, fans, yes, they do, and they make a boatload of money. So I mean, that's Hal's seems to be his priority. So that's why I can't see them moving Cashman. So yeah, I did see that showing. Matt Harvey retired today, right? Japan, it's a great place, man. Alex, man, have a great night. Thanks so much for just coming on, and hanging out with us. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, the Cardinals are awful, Brett. Awful. They could be one of those teams to sell. So could the White Sox. You know, they could be quite a few teams. On the back of my mind, I had Seattle, but I think they're going to wind up trying to buy at the deadline and in free agency. So that's one of the reasons why they're my dark horse for Shohei Ohtani. Especially now with Robbie Ray out, they're going to look to replace him with a big arm. So yeah, I don't think Hicks is going to retire. He's got 3 seasons left with 10 million per. But I get you, man. It's all good, Anthony, man. It's all good, dude. We love you too, bro. Keep doing your thing. Mets won 1-0 today, Rob. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Terry, have a great night too. I'll wrap it up. So we got 36 minutes left. I'm gonna go to 40. Okay, so um, he's definitely not getting deserving of praise right now, William. I'm personally not one of the guys that just endlessly bashes him and Boone every day. 'Cause I don't find any value in that when people do it. So without coming up with any other ideas, but I totally get what you're saying, William. So all right, we need 11 likes to get to 100. We have 11 people who haven't hit that like button yet. Rizzo has no. Yeah, man. He needs protection, Rizzo. You're absolutely right, Joe. And we need freaking, Stanton. We need Judge. We need those big bats back, man. So to me, I still think that leading off Volpe and batting DJ second, and then once these other guys are healthy, put him in, and then putting Bader six would be a better idea. But we'll see. All good, Anthony, man. It's always good having you on, bro. It's always good having you on, man. I appreciate that, William. Thank you, man. 90. We need 8 likes to get to 100. All right. Loyalty comes with accountability. Yeah. You're not wrong, Sean. Not wrong. And I'm with you too, Alan. I would option out Cabrera right now. Let him work on things in AAA. And call up, Elijah Dunham. Call up Chaparro. Call up somebody. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it depends on if they're letting him or how much they're letting him throw. He's definitely not facing live hitters right now at full strength. But I know he's doing bullpens. He just had a 22 pitch bullpen, but he's getting a cortisone shot too, so probably won't be able to throw for a day or two. But then that should ease the pain. But one of the issues is he's having problems recovering after throwing. So, and again, thankfully it's not. I mean, which it's not good that it's the back either, but it's not the flexor, it's not the forearm and the elbow. So looks like he's not going to need Tommy John, thankfully, right now. So, but hopefully he can get this thing right. You know, Tim King. I mean, I don't think the division's over, but you know, you might be right. You might be right. You know, 6 more likes to get to 100. Let's go. They can call him up without. Yeah, Everson Perez on the 40. That's right. Cole Calhoun. He's not on the 40 right now, so they signed to a minor league deal, but they could do that too. But I mean, I would call up like Elijah, give him a shot, and I would keep Bowers up here. So, but yeah, I mean, they could do that too. Mastradamus, I don't know. On the race Ching, I have no idea. I mean, they're just a good team. They know how to win. They know how to play small ball, large ball. Like they're just good, man. And they're well run. But I mean, would I be surprised if we heard breaking news the Razor? No, but I, I can't see them being as nefarious as Houston was a couple years ago. You know, so but the Rays are always good too, Seth. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oswaldo, you mean William? Oswaldo Cabrera, ice cold, bro. Ice cold. hmm I mean, would I be disappointed if he did that, Robert Ryan? No. I mean, if you can try to bring in somebody from the front office, yeah, get some of those brains over here because their brain trust is definitely at the top. Elite brain trust over in Tampa Bay, no doubt about it. So And that's kind of been in the works for years too, like putting the structure together so they have good, just a good foundation here. They're doing it right, man. Yeah, they do. They have a great organization, Seth. 100%. He's thinking right now, William. That's why I said I would option him out and just bring up either Elijah Dunham or Andres Trapar, just get somebody, but let Oswaldo Cabrera work on things in AAA. I do think he's good enough to come back at some point, but you know, I would be patient with him too. Does Hal even care? When Cal, he cares about his paper, right, William? His money, and that's exactly what Cashman does. He makes these people a boatload of money. So, and every time the Yankees go another round in the playoffs, they make more money, more tens of millions. So that's why I can't see them moving on from Cashman anytime soon because he's going to keep making them rich, richer. So yeah, I don't really like a Rosemary. He can be an ass too. So I'm not offended he got hit at all, Johnny. So I'm with you there. Willer County Yankees. Yeah, I don't rule out anything right now. Honestly, G Money. It's May. I think it's really tough to rule out these guys. I really do. So they could option Holmes too. And Cabrera Triple. Yeah, they could. Holmes. They got guys here who can do their thing now. You can call up Matt Crook for another lefty in the bullpen. I've been talking about this guy for months. Why not? Or you can just option out Holmes when Tommy Kahnle comes back. He's coming back shortly too. So you know, Everson Pereira could be one of the easiest. Yeah, Jonathan or Elijah Dunham, another one too. So yeah, deserve to get hit. I'm not sure about that. I mean, I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't say deserve to get hit, Tyler, but I'm not offended that he got hit. But whatever, it is what it is. Like I don't, I'm not a fan of intentionally beating people. So goal alone makes me. Yeah, exactly, William. Exactly. It's Tyler. It's an interesting point being soft too, because I think people have endlessly bashed these guys with behind the screen, and especially content creators, without letting them defend themselves or speak. And it's just bashing. I think that's soft. I think that's soft. So that's. I mean, it's a good perspective you bring in, Tyler. So because it makes sense. Dude, I mean, Tampa Bay Rays are legit right now. They're the top in American League. There's no denying it. There's no denying it. So you know. Has Crook? Yeah, Crook is coming off the IL. I don't think it's a structural like forearm or elbow thing like that, but yeah, he was put on the IL. Joel, he was 5 likes. We need 4 likes to get to 100. We got four. We got 4 people in here that haven't hit that like button yet. What do you honestly think Boone thinks at this rate? He doesn't look happy in the post. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, he's frustrated that his team is not playing well, and he knows. He knows people are all over this guy. He knows he's universally hated by a lot of folks. A lot of folks. But again, just like Cashman. Cashman was like this. Brushes it right off. You think I care if you hate me? Pfft, I ain't going nowhere. And that's what I mean. Honestly, I think that's the way Cashman feels. I think Boone needs. I mean, if I get a little bit more fiery Boone and accountability from players, like if you don't hustle and play, I'm sitting you. You're playing, and someone else taking your spot. Like I want to see that type of stuff too. I think it would be a good idea. So and not just playing favorites or whatever. Like if you don't hustle, you're sitting. That's it. Period. Got to hold these dudes accountable. These guys are grown men. And right there, Peraza's just gonna be day to day. He had a sprained ankle from a few days ago from like a base running incident, but his swelling is gone, so he's taking it day by day. So he'll be fine. All right, we get 3 more likes. I'm gonna wrap it up now, gang. So anybody on the way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button. But yeah, quick question. No hitter, the perfect game. I got my message on my phone saying there was a no hitter. I don't know, Anthony. I mean, I'll get a notification if it actually happens, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I mean, I wish they would come back to being savages, William. So I really do. So, and again, Boone can only do so much. He has to play the hand he's been dealt. So it's not his fault that all those guys are hurt. It just happens. It's unfortunately so. But I do think he needs to hold players accountable more. So I would The like button, Bob, is the thumbs up on your channel. That's the like button. Usually in the bottom, but underneath the screen somewhere. How's the music? I'll agree. I mean, Alan, I agree. Hal is the biggest problem. Yep. Billy and Lou. I mean, these guys are not. They didn't play, man. But more accountability for players has to be. We haven't had that yet, and I don't know if Boone is afraid to do it or if he's unable to do it because of Cashman handling. I don't know, and I don't want to speculate either. But if he has the ability to do it, I would encourage him to do it. So, but appreciate y'all coming on. Thank you very much. Close game, 5-4. Tomorrow's another day. We got Herman tomorrow, Cole on Sunday. So at least two guys to look forward to have been pitching well. So I'll take that. And, we trade Boone for Mattingly. Unfortunately, we won't be able to now. He's the bench coach for the Blue Jays right now. So, I mean, you can essentially trade, but I don't think either team would agree. I don't think the Blue Jays would take him. So, but much love to you, gang, too. Peace and love to all of you. Have a great night with your friends and your loved ones. Thank you again for your, excuse me, support. Donos, Joel, my consigliere, Texas, all of you. You're the best. And thank you for getting 100 likes. We just hit 100 likes. So appreciate all of you. Enjoy your night. We'll be back tomorrow with the lineups and the post game and any other news in the Yankee world. Talk to you next time.